Good morning, students. We are here with part D of chapter 2 now, that is cooperative societies as one of the form of business organization. What you could see in this slide, Amul and Indian Coffee House are the two examples of it. If we say, as a layman, cooperative society is defined as a voluntary association of people or business to achieve an economic goal with social perspective. What your Amul is doing. Now, this cooperative society is regulated by Act, which is 1912, and this Indian Cooperative Society Act 1912 defines cooperative in its section 4 as society which has its objective as the promotion of economic interest of its member in accordance with the cooperative principles. Here we say economic interest of the members. That means it is generally meant for the weaker section of the society and with the cooperative principles. Principles are not characteristics. First thing, remember, we'll be taking principles first even though in your syllabus it is not taken up. Even though in your syllabus it is not taken up, but still we'll go for it so that there's no confusion in principles and characteristics. When we talk of principles of cooperative society, it's a voluntary association. I cannot force somebody by saying that you are weaker section of the society, you need my help, so come and join the society. You have to decide that you are weaker section of the society and you want that help. So it's voluntary association. There's freedom, autonomy is there. Capital is needed for this organization which is contributed. And it's never for profit motive, it is for service motive. Then the management is democratic. And since it is controlled by the Act, so government control is there. Now the status of member, whether rich or poor, we simply say one man, one vote. That means equal right is given. If at all there is a profit, there's a religious way of distributing that surplus. We don't use the word profit here. Surplus disposal. Trading is always in cash. Now, a question comes, why at all cooperatives, they go for cash trading? The simple logic is, since we are not for profit motive, we cannot linger on with the bad debts and employing somebody to recover that bad debt from the market. Therefore, it is direct work at a reasonable price, reasonable quality. You buy the things. Then is mutual help. It goes with the simple concept, together we swim and sink. So mutual help concept goes. Next, now we come down to characteristics of cooperatives. Please see to it, your explanation would vary accordingly. Principle means something which is guiding your working system. And characteristics means the inherent aspect of it. So the heading will be the same in certain cases, but the explanation will vary. First we say is voluntary association or organization. There's no force. Second, it's a democratic management where one member, one vote, irrespective of what status you have in the society. Once you are a part of cooperative, equality. Then, service motive dominates. When you come under this type of organization, your purpose is We render services at an affordable price. In the due course, if you get some surplus, well and good, but your purpose is not to make profit. Then the capital and the return thereof. The capital is procured from its members, definitely, and in the form of share capital. A member can subscribe subject to maximum of 10% of the total share capital or rupees 1000, whichever is higher. Whichever is higher. Shares cannot be transferred but surrendered to the organization. The rate of dividend paid to the members or the shareholders is restricted to 9% as per the Cooperative Society Act 1912. Then when we say government control, here both Cooperative Society Act as well as the State Cooperative Societies Act together regulate, and cooperatives are required to submit their annual report and accounts to the registrar of the cooperatives. Then is distribution of surplus. Your syllabus doesn't deal in detail, that is why I have not taken up. But otherwise, first 10% goes for general reserve. Next 10% left out goes for specific reserve, and then balance 1/4 will go for distribution among the members. If we see the advantages relatively, there is easy formation because it's with service motive. So in spite of having a legal procedure, it is simple. The liability of the members is limited. There is stability due to registration. Management being democratic, it has a better acceptance, and state patronage or acceptance and assistance is there. If we come to the disadvantages, there is always a possibility of conflict among the members. Decision making is usually long because consent of everybody is required, and capital is limited. It's not much. In spite of saying whichever is higher, we are saying it is limited. Now, a major question comes in the mind of people. In spite of such a independent approach of registration, service motive, why is it not very much welcomed by the entrepreneurs, especially as a desirable structure if they want to have their new venture? The logic goes, our entrepreneur has a quest for excellence and drive for independence. So he doesn't want to go into restrictions. He wants to be a project champion. And for being a champion, you need to excel with profit motive. So there's a strong desire automatically which comes with a tendency to earn profit and move fast. Being very creative and innovative in nature, you cannot wait for long decision making process. You want to move with instant Maggie effect. Then, an entrepreneur has an approach of being his own boss. That is his attitude. And there he cannot go for waiting everybody to give decision, and accordingly he has to think what is to be done. His love for being a leader in his field stops him from entering this. And a zeal to capture major market share helps him to go for excellence even if the cost goes high. So this is why In spite of the fact we say existence of cooperative is there as a form of organization, it is existing. But because of the nepotism, because of the bureaucratic approach, it's not very much taken up by most of the entrepreneurs in the form of their startup. Still, seeing its existence, we cannot deny its relevance in certain situations, which we are taken in advantages and disadvantages. Now we'll be taking what are the of cooperatives. As you could see with the picture part, somebody falling, you try to lift him up. In whichever area it is, that means as a group, you identify a platform to safeguard your interest. To safeguard your interest. And here, we'll first have a pictorial view of different types of cooperative society, and then we'll go for explanation also simultaneously. The first one, the most common one, consumers cooperative society. It is owned and run by the people who are the customers. They voluntarily give their efforts in terms of buying the things from the wholesaler, eliminating the intermediary, and arranging things in a self-display, what you can see in the picture, self-help, so that the need for marketing executive salesmen is reduced. It is self-service motive which comes. As you could see, the things are displayed. People come from one side, collect the things in the trolley, and bill it out and move out. The entire organ structure is projected in such a way that there is no backward moving. Entry from one side, exit from other. Go on collecting things that you want. And if at the time of billing, you find that something is surplus or you want to return because of cash crunch, take it out at the counter. Only one person who is billing is there. Second is producers cooperative society. What you could see, the group of producers, they combine together in the benefit to get the raw materials at an affordable price and have an approach of generosity while they're working. Now next is marketing. Producer was one end, consumer was other end, right? Which we have taken. Now marketing means they are the ones who take up the function of accumulation, allocation, assorting, and selling it out. It's like saying if a marketing association is there, cooperative society, is collecting from all the producers different varieties of apples. They classify it A, B, C, D, and they rate it out. A grade will get this much, B will get this amount, C will get this amount. And towards the end, finally, when they are in the market, there's a uniformity that they've collected A quality from different farmers and they're selling it out at a uniform rate. So this marketing cooperative society is an intermediary helping both ends. Next is credit cooperative society. As you could see, funding is there. Loans are being provided to the members at a very affordable rate. Then what you could see over here, farmers cooperative society, where the farmers, they enjoy the latest benefit of high variety seeds, latest techniques in terms of tractors and other things to go for collecting, and resources are being shared in the form of tractors, fertilizers. Then we come down to housing cooperative society, where two types of things are there. Two types of things are there. First, you construct houses and give it to the members, and second, you provide small piece of land at an affordable price, and all the common amenities like proper drainage, lighting facility is being provided by the cooperative society, housing cooperative society. The benefit is the official work reduces, the physical harassment reduces, and the safety and security because it is registered. Now the same thing will come in the form of explanation which is given that consumers cooperative society is to protect the interest of general consumers by making consumer goods available at a reasonable price. Most of the companies, they have their own cooperative stores where their employees do go and buy commodities. And some of the employees only volunteer themselves to buy the commodities reasonable quality at reasonable price. Remember, it's not that you are going to get a superior quality thing. There's producers cooperative society. Again, it protects the interest of the small producers by making them available the items of their need for production like raw material, tool, equipments, machinery. We have example also in terms of Medika Haryana Handloom. Then is cooperative marketing society. These are formed for small producers and manufacturers who find it difficult to sell their product. And here only we have said the biggest work that they're doing is they're accumulating, allocating, assorting, labeling the product. Next we come to Cooperative Credit Society. It provides financial support to the members. The society accepts deposit from the members and grants them in the form of loan at a very reasonable rate to their members. We have village cooperative societies. Then is farming cooperative society or cooperative farming society formed by small farmers to work jointly in the benefit of availing large scale activity benefit, and at times your panchayats, they help out in this. Then what we said, housing cooperative to provide residential houses to the members either in the form of constructed house or flats or land and allocate it to the members. Here at times we grade them also, like a cooperative would say that there are three sectors based on your monthly income. LIG, low income group, HIG, high income group, MIG, middle income group. Thanks. The basic logic, what we would like to say with thanks is, when individual joins in a cooperative venture, the power generated far exceeds what they could have accomplished acting individually. That is, there is synergy effect. 1 and 1 becomes 2 and not, sorry, 1 and 1 becomes 11 and not 2. You synergize, you expand your energy. Thanks once again for being with us.